think this came out in 1990. This is probably the longest Slayer album at this point. And I believe also became the most commercially successful because of its music video to go along with Seasons in the Abyss. And I believe another song off this album could have had a music video. But to be honest, I can't remember. A problem I do have with this album, though, is that a lot of the songs start to sound the same. Like the melodies, vocal melodies at least, are just very, very similar song to song at this point. Yeah, and believe it or not, I was actually going to give this album like a 7.5 or something because I really did not like it when I originally listened to it. It was very boring to me, but now I like it. In fact, this is my least favorite song from the album has now become one of my most favorite songs. So this will be a completely different review than what I was going to do. We have the same lineup, obviously. It will change in the next album, so this is the last album with the awesome, amazing, sexy Dave Lombardo. So the artwork, another thing, another problem I have with this album, the artwork itself is kind of weird with like the big mask. I think it's supposed to be like the dead skin mask of the dude that killed people in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's Ed Gein. It's supposed to be like the Ed Gein type of thing, like the mask he wore, sort of like in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Also, it's the same artist that did South of Heaven and Rain and Blood, so this, just like South of Heaven, he like fuses a bunch of themes. I believe he sees spirits in black. It's sort of like Seasons in the Abyss, it's like a deserty area. Maybe Skeletons of Society, you see some skeletons here and there. The fucking borders all red. That's my biggest problem with it, is that the album artwork is like, okay, it's kind of weird, but more subtly good, I guess. But then there's this big, ugly, bright red fucking border around it for no reason at all. So let's get into these songs. The first song, Portable, sounds exactly kind of like Angel of Death in structure. It has that kind of like same type of riff build up and then just goes into the song at the exact same time, it seems. It's about war and stuff. It's a pretty cool title, War Ensemble. So, kind of like a Symphony of Destruction, something cool like that. It's a very, very thrashy song. Kind of got me into the album the first time I listened to it. The second song, Blood Red. I believe this is a shorter song, maybe even the shortest off the album. It begins this trend with the album where a lot of the slower songs, and this is another reason why I didn't like it, is a lot of the slower songs start to sound the same, but the verses and choruses are very heavy and cool. I could just listen to this all day and it's pretty nice. Very, very type of thrashy, groovy type of song as well. But yeah, kind of a shorter song. It doesn't get too long, but it feels like it accomplishes everything it needs to accomplish in a short amount of time. The third song, Spirit in Black, is kind of a cool song, more underrated one. I think it has some like cool choruses and really great drum fills in it, and yeah, it's sort of more of a groove song, to be honest with you. Get onto the song that I used to hate, actually. I used to give this like a 2 because it just felt like the same thing as everything else, like all the shorter songs. This is one of the really slow-paced songs, Expendable Youth. I absolutely love the song now because of Tom Rye's vocal performance on it. Now, it does sound very similar to a lot of other songs in the album, but especially one I'll talk about, Skeletons of Society. That was kind of the reason I didn't like it, because those two just seemed so damn similar. But now, more of a huge fan of this song. It's very badass, has some really dark lyrics about drafts, I guess, like the military. They draft the youth and stuff, the expendable youth, throw them in battle. It's kind of like Disposable Heroes, except Expendable Youth sounds way cooler, and a better song in my opinion, way fucking better. But I like this kind of because it's like an underrated song that I personally like. It's not like because this album's just very black and white in my opinion. All the great songs in my opinion are a lot of the ones a lot of people would agree are great songs, like the next track we'll talk about in a moment here. Yeah, this is just one I personally really like at this point in time. So on the fifth track, Dead Skin Mask. This is an interesting track. I'd say probably this is the best song off the whole album. This one, just the opening line is fucking creepy. It's creepy about Ed Gein. the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and Silence of the Lambs. They're all based off of him. He was just a sick motherfucker that liked to skin people and all that type of stuff. Cool, creepy title too, Dead Skin Mask. It's kind of like the album art as well. But also, I want to mention another creepy thing about this song. It's not only the riffs, the singing is very creepy. Tom Araya sells this song absolutely perfectly. A lot of people like their crazy riffage, but I also like my Slayer to be creepy and very atmospheric. That's why I love South of Heaven so much. Like with Mandatory Suicide, how they have the creepy part of the dude having the monologue. With this, you hear this girl going like, "Help me, let me out." It sounds kind of fake. It's like, "Help me, let me out," that type of stuff, but it's still really creepy along with Tom's fucking creepy vocals. So we get to the 6th song, Hollow Point, another fast song. So now we get to Skeletons of Society. I used to love this song. I do still love the intro, but the rest of the song just feels really lackluster. It's just like the intro is really cool. It's like but then it just kind of keeps going with that the whole song. It's just really boring after a while. Track 8, Temptation, another fast song, and apparently the story with this song is that they did the vocal track and everything, but it did another take of it, but Kerry King got pissed off in like the first take, and they fucked up the recording the first time around, so it had Tom singing the normal track, but then there's like the second track just like backing it, so it's like backing vocals, but kind of off a little bit, but the producer said they should keep it. Then we get to the 9th track, Born of Fire, which was apparently supposed to originally be an instrumental, but Kerry King added lyrics at the last minute. That would have been so cool, their very first instrumental track, but I do really like the lyrics and all-around performance of the song. Easily one of the best off the album. It's very, very cool. So the final track, Seasons in the Abyss, and I believe this will be the last time that they do the whole in-between albums. They'll have like or not in-between, but first track will be the title track, and then on the next album the last track will be the title track, and it keeps going like that. So Seasons in the Abyss is a very, very classic song. It's more a subtle tone to it. It's a longer song, really progressive, has a really long ass intro, and had a music video to it as well, which got a lot of airplay, and I believe our TV play, there we go, on MTV. I believe Beavis and Butthead also made fun of it once. I'll have to go watch that again afterwards. And they're in like Egypt and shit, recording them playing live, like literally standing in the desert next to the pyramids. It's pretty badass. And just all around creepy in tone, perfect. It seems like after Dead Skin Mask, it just kind of feels lackluster. The next 3 tracks after that are a little boring, and in my opinion, just kind of like the weakest section of the album. The middle, Hollow Point, Skeletons of Society, and Temptation are just kind of boring. But then we get to Born of Fire, and then Seasons of the Abyss as a great finale.